Hi, this is Johnny. I figured out a way to create the image, the artwork, the video, the box art, everything, screenshot. It's all here for Mame. 1,879 games that I have created. So I'll be doing one per each console. So right now I only did the May for the May 2010 and the 2003, which is version 0.78 for 2003, and 2010 is the version 0.139. And so those are the game that this emulator supports. So those are the one I download. So we're gonna go ahead and there's a new file, and I will link you to get it, where you could download and put it into your user data directory. The person who did the video was I think the PDubs. I think I pronounced it correctly. PDubs is the one who did the video, and it allows you to map your star and select on this button. But the problem is, in the game it allows you to do star and select, but outside, like in the outside game, this button doesn't. This button is the same as the. So we press B. So if you press this button, it's a game selection, and you press this button, it's also game setting. It's the same. This button is the same over here. In the what's that? Batocera images. So Batocera images are the map that was created by the Team Encoder or the mystery encoder. They're the same team. The insert button will work if you have the Ninja Turtle or any kind of game, because any of the two player they're missing a button, which is the insert coin. You have player 1, player 2, but it doesn't have an insert button. So that feature allow you to, when you're inside the game, you could press the thing. But if you're outside, like you're outside in the emulator, you won't able to see. Let me zoom in. You won't able to see the insert. The insert button. So for example, let me get out this and show you what I mean. So if I press this button, I get the first one I get is a game setting. So that is the player start button. So if I come over here and press it on the red side, it's the same thing. Okay. So I'm gonna get escape. And I'm going to use my my other controller, which is the insert coin that I have plugged in with the hub. If I could bring this up higher, I have this insert coin. So if I press this button, I get a different option. Okay, this option is not available outside the front end, which is called the Batocera. I'm gonna pronounce it Batocera. I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but that's what it appeared to. I think that's how you pronounce it. All right. So here you could do quite a bit. When you're inside a game, you could also search for a certain type of game. So for example, let's get out here. Press A. Let's go into the arcade game. Now it have all the box art and all the cool stuff, and you could also view in a different. Right now it's set to auto, but it's actually in. Let me focus this better. So let's press player 1. You get game setting, collection, sound, network, strip. What's that? Scraper. So what I did is, to make it easier for me, I used a Raspberry Pi 3. And I script the whole thing, put all the game I wanted, and it automatically create a game list for me. Now, what this thing does is a little bit different than Raspberry Pi. They put all the images, all the wheel, all the snapshot, and all the box art. They added the extra word behind it, like dash, image, dash box, dash, like for example What's a good one? There's arcade game, Pac-Man, Pac-Man dash video, Pac-Man dash image, Pac-Man dash box art. So there's only 2 folder, and they put all the images in one folder called box, and all the images in video will be all in just video, but it also rename it to dash video. So if you copy this image from another console like Raspberry Pi to Batocera images, it would not work. Or you could actually change the game list to make it work, which I did also, but then I realized no, because this is Batocera, and if I change it to look like Raspberry Pi, which it will work in a game list.xml, it will work. But in the near future, people who use Batocera are going to have confusion of trying to update the images, because the way this is set up is a little bit different than the Raspberry Pi. Now maybe the newer version like Pi 4 might have different setup. So let's press B again, and instead of pressing, let's press insert key, see what we have different. This one, insert key, allow you to jump from game to game, but then here it doesn't have, I don't believe here have insert key. Let's press this insert key on the here. See, there's no insert key. This is a start button and a start button on this side, so there's no insert key. So if I press this button when I'm in here, it's the same thing. If I press this button, it's still going to show me game setting. So I don't have the insert button option, so I'm going to use this button, which is the coin, which is insert, and then I could jump into different game. Now if you was to use this mapping that they just came out, make sure you delete the setting. If this is your first time, there's no problem. You set this one first, then you set this one second. So when you set this one as a player 1 star, and then select, you're gonna select this one. Here you're gonna leave the select off, and the start button you're gonna use this button right here, start button. So select, you're gonna leave this one off. If you don't, it will say it's already been used. So need to leave this one off. So if you already configured this, then you need to remove the start and select from here, save it, go back and do this one, make this one star and select, and after that then go back to this one and make this one a star button but no select, leave it off. Okay, and then you are good to go with this kind of setup. It doesn't matter if it's a 3 button or whatever, because it's missing the select button. So that setup will work when you're inside the game. But if you're outside the game, you're still missing the select button, because you won't be able to jump from game to game. So I'm going to jump into one called, let's go ahead and do the tag trick just to show you that the graphic is here. And let's do the centipede, because I have it set up where the system now is based on court image. It's not automatic. It's set to do court, the ratio. So that means that if any game is vertical, it will automatically become vertical, so you could see the full screen. You won't have to like before when my game was cut off. And also my system now boot back to the Ninja Turtle stock firmware if I don't have a USB plug-in. So just a quick update what I have here so you guys will know what I'm talking about. I have a hub that plug into the system. I have a trackball and a mouse plug into this cable, and these two are the additional controller, 6-button controller, and then this is a flash drive. Okay, so I have a 4-port that plug into here, and that make this possible to play 4-player or a 4-player game. Let's see, the centipede should work. Let's see right here. Now centipede now will work. It will show up in the full screen. It won't be like cut off like last time. And then I could still use the trackball because I have the trackball plug in. Now remember, on this USB port right here, this port right here, if you're going to plug in a trackball and a spinner, make sure you plug spinner here and trackball here, okay? Otherwise it will not work, okay? If you plug it wrong, it's only going to be one of them working. So as you can see, I have the full screen of the centipede now. I don't have anything cut off. And so if I was to press the start button, insert button here work, and then start button, okay? And then I'm going to use my trackball to play this game. Now, if you don't have a 4-player, you still could plug in the spinner and trackball to it and able to play this using the trackball. Okay, so let's look at that real quick. There's my trackball and my spinner. Okay, so I'm using my trackball here, playing my trackball and using this button to push. So I'm playing. This is how I'm playing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the game. So you go to the theme where you change how it looks. So below it, you're going to press B button. And in here you have gameless view. So you can press enter, and this is all the setup. We're going to go through one by one so you know how much artwork is put on here. So we're going to base it. And then once you select base it, you just press A to get out. And it's going to refresh. So this is the basic. So press A again so we could see what it look like. This is the basic. So basic do not have anything other than just the name of the game. That's called a basic. So we're gonna press the insert button, press B. We just look at basic. Now we look at the grid. I like the detail, and I think I like the detail in the box. So this is the grid, and you just press A to get out. Let's press B to get out the screen. Okay, this is the grid. The grid actually show the 3D box art. Okay, I don't know why it's so dark. All right, so it showed the 3D box art. Yeah, there you go. And it's pretty cool. It actually show all the 3D box art that I have on this system. Okay, and then the rating of the game. So this is a 3D box art. But to me, it's a little bit too small because the screen is small. So we're gonna go back to insert coin, and we're gonna change it to something else. So we're gonna press B. Okay, press A. The system is a little bit slow, so I have to press it twice. Now this one will show the snapshot and the video. So it's showing the vertical video. We're gonna press the insert button again, and we are going to instead of detail, we are going to select B. We're gonna go to game car. I don't know what that means. Press A. Oh, okay, car wheel. So you select the game on this car wheel, and then the video will show up and also have a description. So that's pretty neat. This is called a car wheel, game car wheel. So when you're inside the game here, you have a car wheel. So if I go here, would this also change? Oh, this one is basic. So you could choose each one to look whatever you choose. You could have it set up differently. So we could have this one. Press B. So we have game car wheel. Let's do the box. It's different than a grid. Grid show 3D box, and this one is just a box. Now I haven't done this one yet, so I don't know what this one look like. It might have some. Oh, that's what it look like. It's too small. It showed the little pictures of a box art, which is a mix art. Okay, so you download the mix art, and it look like this. Okay. So but it doesn't have the title of the game. It just have the year and where it's made from. That's it. All right. So let's go back to let's press A to get out here. Go back to Mame. So actually, I kind of like this one. It show the pictures and it show you the game. So it's pretty cool. Okay. And this is the basic theme that it came with the mystery encoder or the Team Encoder. All right, so we're gonna pick another one. Press Insert. Press B. So we look at the box, and this one is car wheel only. Then we got 3 more to go, and then I'll let you guys go, and I'll give you the link of the Mame. So. Now this one is actually pretty cool. This one actually look like the Neo Geo by Unico, the MBX Unico. It look exactly like they have a 3D image at the bottom. Again, I mean insert, and we are going. So this one would be good for Neo Geo. We're gonna press the B button, and we're gonna look at the title. And then the last one will be the icon. Alright, this one is actually not bad, but the icon, but I mean do the video and stuff like that, but it's not that great. Because I mean show 4 big pictures, but it's kind of like I feel like it's cut off. You know, the screen is cut off. It's not showing the full box artwork. Alright, I'm gonna press insert coin again. Now, which game would that we just tried? I didn't. Alright, let's press insert coin. So the title and there was a one that we did. Those 2 are not good to pick because it just frees up the system. I mean, it take a long time to get there. All right, we look at the title. Let's do the icon. Now the icon is the one make me feel like it's the same one that that it came with the auto setup. It looked the same as the one that they selected by default. So I don't see any different with this one, icon and auto, because it looked like it's the same one. So maybe that's the default one. But I like the car wheel, so I'm going to change this to the game car wheel. And leave it like that. Now let's go ahead and do insert, and then jump to the crazy killer instant, which is I know is going to run real slow. It run real slow on Raspberry Pi 3B. It run okay on the Raspberry Pi okay, so this one is gonna take a while to load. Wow, I'm surprised it's even low. Now when you're inside this game, your voice control, you're able to turn it down, turn it up. You're also able to use that button there for insert. As a player 2, you can use it as an insert, and then that one will be a start button. So you could do that. So I'm going to use this first player 6 button. So I'm going to press insert. Put 2 credit. So it sounds pretty much the same as the Raspberry Pi 3B. I'm not sure you could overclock this. Probably not. So will all the game work on this system? No. That's for sure. Even templates, it will play good, but the sound is a little bit off. But I'm surprised. The graphics look pretty good. It's just slow. If we could overclock it, then it actually would be pretty good. So it actually acts like a Raspberry Pi 3. The way, the speed, the sound, the functionality on the play is pretty much like a Raspberry Pi 3B. Because it plays just like a Raspberry Pi 3B. I mean, the graphics look nice. It just play very slow. Oh, shriek. Alright, let's get out of this game. So yeah, there you see it. There's the game that it worked pretty well with Virtual Man Raspberry Pi 4. I got it working pretty well there. And also there's another emulator image that run this game pretty well. But yeah, it does play okay, run okay. You could press the insert button and jump to a different game. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back the way it was in XX. Now let's use the button from there on the top. Let me turn off both the controller from my hub. The emulator that was running, so I have to pick the right one. So I have to press insert, and then I have to choose go to the advanced system setup. So I have to go there and then press the B button and then choose the emulator. So this emulator more likely will use 2003. Oh, it does have a Mame 78 Plus. So maybe I download the wrong one. I should have downloaded the Mame 2003 Plus, not the Mame 2003. 2003 Plus, not the Mame 2000. So, all right, let's do the Plus anyway. Press A to get back, and then start again. So let's see if this game now will work. So not all the game will work with Mame 2003 on the Mame 2003 Plus. So I need to download the Mame 2003 Plus game set. See, it doesn't work. 3 plus, not the 2003 plus instead of 2003. All right, let me fix that, and then we could test this game again.